Hi and welcome. I'm Jennifer Bonoff, founder of BuildYourDigitalBrand.com. Doug and I are excited to share our interview series on personal branding. Hear from a diverse group of experts on the purpose and benefits of establishing your brand. Learn how to stand out and be memorable.
Okay, so we're here today with Lesley Everett. Lesley is an international keynote speaker and specialist in corporate brand personality and personal branding. She's worked with hundreds of C-suite executives, senior leaders, politicians, and celebrities on their personal brand, and many global organizations around the world use her Walking Tall methodology. She's the author of 3 books, the latest being Corporate Brand Personality, published in February 2016, and is regularly called upon media commentator and has over 200 articles published in print media around the world. Lesley, thank you for participating here today in the Build Your Digital Brand interview series. We greatly appreciate having you.
It's a pleasure, Doug. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, let's get right down to it. First question I have today, do you feel that having a visible personal brand is important to the success of your clients in their job search?
Yes, I do. That's a short answer. And in fact, I would go as far as to say that it's absolutely vital today. We live in a very fast-moving world where we want instant reactions. We need to find things quickly. And if we're not working hard to keep ourselves visible, then we can very easily be overlooked. It's always the people that keep themselves fresh and on the radar of others that get the most opportunities and levels of exposure offered to them. And you know, sometimes it's easy in corporate life to think, well, it's my turn next. I didn't get that promotion last time, or I didn't get that opportunity for exposure last month when I should have done, so it's my turn this month. And it doesn't happen like that unless we keep ourselves visible and on people's radar, and visible for the right reasons, you know, being known for what we want to be known for. So yeah, absolutely vital in today's world.
Okay, great. If a client had little or no visible personal branding, what 3 things would you tell them to do first to start the process of establishing their own digital brand?
I believe that LinkedIn is absolutely critical. You know, a lot of people will pay lip service to LinkedIn and just have a profile and just leave it there and not do anything with it. So to having an up-to-date and active LinkedIn profile, it's been proven many times over by recruiters today that that's the first thing they look at, just to get a little bit of an insight, a window into the personality of the individual. So I would definitely work with them on that to start with. And it's so important to have the photograph on LinkedIn as well. I think there's a lot of people who have no photos still, can you believe, or a photo that's in the distance of them leaning up against a wall. It doesn't serve any purpose to give that level of personality that people need. So LinkedIn, I think, is critical for not just to have the resume online. I think it's much more than that now to build the network. Actively blogging as well. So work I would do with a client is to really establish what they want to be known for and their area of expertise, but then blogging and doing a blog every week, if not more, and just keeping yourself fresh and relevant and of interest to people, providing some worthwhile content. And Instagram is becoming much more popular now, so I think that's an important tool as well. So there'd be 3 things perhaps I would be talking to somebody about when building a digital brand.
Okay. Now, in today's competitive job market, it's difficult for a candidate to stand out to a recruiter or to a potential employer. What advice do you give your clients to help them stand out and be memorable?
The very first step is, and it's something that I strive to do with all the Walking Tall methodology that I use, and it's really getting to the authentic core of who you are, not creating a personal brand that you think is something that it should be or that everybody else wants it to be. It's really important for you to be consistent. You need to be authentic with it. So I would work through them with establishing what it is they want to be famous for, what do they want to be well known for, what do they want people to say consistently behind their backs, and then work with them to add consistent layers to building that brand with every communication they have. So that's the most important one to start with. To network effectively, you know, that's important to get out to the groups that your target market. But when I talk about networking effectively, it's not just a collection of business cards exercise. It's really getting to to know people, maybe 3 or 4 people at an event that you can build a relationship with, a personal relationship with, knowing something about them outside of just the job that they do. So that's pretty important. And again, it's getting good at presenting. I think that's key. We need to today be able to present a succinct, memorable message in a compelling, engaging way more than ever, whether that's just an update in a meeting, whether it's just one-to-one, whether it's a formal presentation. I think it's something that needs to be worked on. Everybody needs to be able to deliver a good, clear, compelling message today. So those would be key things there.
Thank you. There are many digital assets a person might use when creating their own digital brand, including social media accounts, a personal website, blogging. Each can have a positive or negative impact on someone's brand or reputation, depending upon how they're used. What are your thoughts regarding online reputation management, and is it something that you actually discuss with your clients in relation to their personal branding?
Yeah, it is, and it's certainly something that I discuss. Once we've gone through the process of establishing what their brand is, the digital part of that is becoming even more important than a lot of other aspects, because we all use social media now, and that little peep into somebody's personality from a post they might make on Facebook or something they might put up on Instagram is so important. We rely on that. We get an insight into their personality and their reputation from what's being posted. So it's something that I cover quite a lot with clients, is keeping a regular pulse on how they're appearing on social media, how they're being tagged, videos that they put up. I mean, video is really crucial now. It's all about getting personality into your brand. People want to know who you really are, not having the perfect video, but having stuff that's useful, that's authentic. And the reputation we build online, I think, is actually superseding an awful lot of the stuff that we can do face-to-face. The work we do face-to-face, presenting, meetings, just getting to know people is of course really important, but often we feel we know someone before we even meet them through social media and digital branding. So yeah, it's something that's becoming more and more powerful and important.
Okay, very good. Do you think it's beneficial for individuals to create and publish content that's specifically related to their industry or area of expertise in order to increase their online visibility and establish their authority?
Yes, absolutely vital. I work with a lot of senior executives who are brilliant at their job and tend to be reasonably well known, obviously, in the business and in the industry sometimes. But I think the next wave of personal branding, as I call it, or the next wave of branding per se, is getting clear about what it is that we want to be known for as a strong personal brand, and then being invited out to speak at conferences, to be on panels, to be interviewed for that specific area of expertise, rather than just because we work in a particular role at a particular company. And I do believe that getting these people out there, being known for what it is that they bring, is actually great PR for the business and gets opportunities for the individual and the business that might not have been there before. So, that it's really important to have that level of visibility out there right now.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, those are all the questions that we have for you today. I appreciate you coming here and participating in the Build Your Digital Brand Personal Branding interview series, and it's been a pleasure having you. Lesley Everett, once again, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.